Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time here, hello, welcome. This is Essential Patience and I Am Patience, and I know I'm just all fancy, just a little Nara Smith, Meghan Markle inspiration. Today we are going to cook the perfect quinoa. If you are trying to stay away from rice, or at least reduce your rice and carb intake, I really think quinoa is something that you should definitely try. As you can see, I've used this before. It's definitely a good substitute for rice, or a good addition. I think it has such great taste, and if you cook it well, it makes it even better. So let's just get started, because it's gonna take no more than 25 minutes, the entire process, but the real process takes about 20 minutes. And to get started, you have to know the ratio. For every 1 cup of quinoa, you need 2 cups of water. And that is stated literally in the instructions. And make sure that you're measuring well. Stop measuring cups. I am doubling the recipe because I eat a lot of quinoa. I'm cooking this for the week. Put in 4 cups here, and then we're going to measure it out. So let me go get the water. So I have 4 cups of water in here. I'm just going to cover this and put it on 5. I'm going to bring it to a boil. While it's on 5, I'm going to do the next step, which is to measure out 2 cups in here, and we're going to soak it. I'm going to rinse this out with water and pour the water in here. You might be wondering why I am using a liquid cup, or a cup that's made for measuring out liquids for dry ingredients, and I'll tell you exactly why right after I get a new bag of quinoa. Each of these bags have just under 3 cups of quinoa, which I don't understand if you need a cup to cook one. So the reason why I'm using a cup for the wet ingredients is because 1 cup here is the same as 1 cup in the dry ingredients. This is the next cup. Closing this up nice and tightly, and I'm going to put the rest of this in here. I have a fork, and I'm going to just mix it all in, as much of it submerged in water. Once the water is about to reach a boil, I'm going to strain this and put it in there. So your quinoa will be cooked in 20 minutes and however long it takes for your water to boil. See you when the water starts boiling. And we are back. The water has just begun to boil. I'm going to wash my hands, and we're going to do the next step. And the next step is to get this strained. I personally like to pour this out in the sink just to ensure that the water doesn't go everywhere. All of it didn't come out, but it's fine. I'm just going to pour it over here. I'm going to rinse it 1 more time within the strainer. And here we are. A little bit more water is coming out. I'm going to move closer to the stove and put this in. Don't play with your food too much. And here we are. I'm just going to pour this in here. So you can see the water is boiling. Just be careful to make sure that you don't create too much of a mess. Stir it a little bit. And now close it. Lower the fire to medium. And I'm going to let this cook for 20 minutes. I'm not going to open it. I'm not going to check it. I'm not going to be doing all that stirring. I'm just going to turn on the vents, let it cook, and then we're going to be back here in 20 minutes. See you there. We are down to the last few seconds. I'm just waiting for the clock to turn, and it'll be exactly 20 minutes. I'm going to turn this off, and we can take a look. Okay, the clock turned. Turn it off all the way. Let's take a peek inside. Using a fork, stir. All the water is gone. It's really nice and fluffy. We're just going to cover this for another 5 minutes, and it'll be ready to serve. I have this container here, something I'm going to transfer it into. You can keep your quinoa for, I say, up to about a week, but personally I try to eat it within like 5 days. You don't want it to go bad or become slimy. Quinoa is such a good source of protein, and as I said, it's such a good substitute for rice, and it's so easy to cook. So I'll see you back here in 5 minutes as I transfer it into my bowl. You can eat it with sauce, you can eat it with salad. I will show you a picture video of how I eat my quinoa and how easy it is to incorporate into your everyday foods. See you in a few. And our 5 minutes are up, and you can taste it. There's no salt. It doesn't have too much of a flavor, in my opinion, so it would absorb the flavor of whatever you put in. But it just tastes like grain. And I like to dress up with a lot of vegetables and a dressing to make a quinoa salad. And this is such a good addition to rice. I still eat rice, just not as much. So I'm just going to transfer into this container. As you can see, it's very fluffy. this is our bowl of quinoa. You're probably wondering how long will it take me to get through this. I'll say that this would at least give me anywhere from 4 to 7 meals, depending on the quantity that I'm eating. But that is it, you all. Thank you all for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Let me know down in the comment section, have you ever tried quinoa? Would you want to try quinoa? And if you do, let me know how much you like it. Or you don't, you know, it's okay. That's fine too. And be sure to return on Friday for my non-food related financial video. And return next week for another recipe. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.